like, oh my God, what's happening? Full-blown anxiety attack. I just hit the floor. I'm not freaking out like I was. It's so subtle. Weight was just lifted off of my shoulders. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alex. I am a holistic health coach. I'm certified in plant-based nutrition. I'm a certified yoga instructor. This video has been a long time coming, so I'm so excited to finally make this video and share it with you to help give some clarity around the thing. And the thing that we're talking about today, obviously, CBD oil. I've been using CBD oil for, I don't know the math on this, but since September of 2018, it is something that has changed my life, honestly, and that might sound kind of crazy, but I'm all about holistic approaches and to try those things out first. CBD oil is definitely one of those things. I get a lot of questions like, is it legal? How does it make you feel? Do you get high from it? How do you take it? What form? Where do you get it? How does it work? All these different questions that I get. So I'm hoping that today I can answer a lot of the questions that you may have and just share my personal experience with you. You know, we can do a lot of research and hear a lot of different things, but the way that you really can test something, honestly, is through experience. So I will share my experience with you in the best way that I can, and maybe you want to try it for yourself. Hopefully this is the right video for you and you get some clarity today. I personally believe that plants have been given to us to use as medicine, or at least to start there first. CBD oil is, in my opinion, and through the research that I've done and through what I've experienced, is a holistic approach to help relieve anxiety, migraines, pain, sleep deprivation, inflammation, cramps. I mean, the list goes on and on. Now, the question that I probably get the most, and this was honestly my first question when I was considering CBD oil and doing research before I even tried it, is, does it get you high? The answer is no, it does not. The CBD oil that I use, which is Soul CBD, has 0 THC. There's no psychoactive effects, does not get you high. If you have a product that has THC in it, yes, that is the thing that is going to get you high. CBD oil on its own does not. So that answers the question, is it legal? Yes, you can buy it in stores, and that is why it can ship anywhere in the United States. THC is only legal in certain parts of the world or country, whatever. That was an important factor for me because I don't do drugs and that's not the lifestyle that I live, and I don't consume THC. I was hearing all of these different benefits of CBD oil and I was shut off to it because I automatically associated that with getting high. And then I started hearing more information and then I started doing more research about it and I was like, oh, okay. So how does CBD oil make you feel if it doesn't make you high? It's so weird because it doesn't make you feel anything really. I take it usually in a tincture form and I'll put about a dropper underneath my tongue. Actually, let me go ahead and just show you. I haven't had my CBD oil today, so the perfect time is now. Soul CBD is the brand that I use. It's not going to focus. I do a full dropper and I just put it underneath my tongue. Hold it there for about almost a minute. So this flavor is watermelon mint, which is my favorite. My second favorite would be the peppermint. This is the 500 milligram. They also have a 1500 milligram, which is more expensive, but I was kind of thinking about it and kind of doing the math on it. The 500 milligram, which I got because I was like, okay, it's less expensive. That's why I'm gonna choose it. With the 500 milligram, you do a full dropper. So if you take this every single day, it's gonna last around a month. If you do the 1500 milligram, you only use a third of the dropper, and that can last you, if you use it every single day, up to like 3 months. So I was doing the math and I was like, okay, next time I'm definitely gonna order the 1500 milligram. But anyway, back to how it makes you feel. So I just took it in real life here. I'm fine. It takes about anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes for me to start to kind of just calm down. So it doesn't make you feel any kind of way, like coffee makes you feel jittery or awake or whatever. This just kind of, without really even knowing it, just settles you down and calms you down. And you're like, oh, I'm not freaking out like I was. It's so subtle. And that's what I love about it. It's like you forget that you're anxious, or you kind of forget about the pain because it just so subtly just starts to melt away. Okay, I kind of got ahead of myself. I didn't really talk about why I started using it. So let's start there. Okay, the reason that I started taking CBD oil was for two specific reasons. One of them was for anxiety, anxiousness. And the second one was to be a part of my migraine relief protocol. I have dealt with anxiety for a really long time, and I think anymore it's super common and kind of a part of our human nature, unfortunately. The world that we live in, I think that this is not uncommon. A lot of us deal with this. I've had seasons of my life that have been more elevated levels of anxiety compared to others. So it kind of goes in and out depending on what's going on. But I even remember as a teenager, I dealt with it a lot, and even into my early 20s and even now in my life. You know, sometimes you're anxious about a specific thing, like an event that's coming up, or somewhere that you have to go, or a phone call you have to make, or a meeting you're going into, or you have a lot on your plate right now, whatever it may be. And then sometimes you're anxious and you don't know why. For me, I feel this like tightness in my chest, and like my heart is pounding, and I just can't get relief, or my thoughts won't calm down and I don't know why. And obviously you have to look deeper and kind of reevaluate what's going on in your life to kind of connect the dots to be able to handle it as best as you can. So CBD oil is one of those tools that I'll use to help in situations like that. What I've noticed with taking CBD, literally, like I said, within 5 to like 10 or 15 minutes, just feel calm and back to myself, you know? My body just starts to kind of just feel at ease. Sometimes I'll have it every single day, and then I'll go through seasons to where I feel like I don't need it every single day, and I'll go weeks at a time and I'm okay, and then I start to feel it come back up and I'm like, okay, I need to get back to my CBD. And sure enough, it helps every single time. One example that happened to me recently, so right now we're going through really hard times, not just as a country, but across the entire world. I won't talk about exactly what that is because YouTube is monitoring certain words, so just, it's 2020. Right now it's April. You can figure out what's going on. Because of all this going on, it has brought up a lot of anxiety for people, financial stress, emotional stress. There's so much uncertainty and pain going on in the world that I think collectively we're all experiencing anxiousness, honestly. I feel very blessed with what we have, and looking back on the situation and seeing where we are right now, like it could be so much worse. Like I feel so blessed. And that doesn't mean that there's nothing going on behind the scenes in my life, but like perspective, I'm so grateful. But a couple weeks ago, everything kind of just hit home for me on certain levels with Clark and I just as a family. And it got to me so bad. I was feeling anxiety rise up, and I was trying to deal with it, you know, do my yoga practice, take my CBD when I remembered. Sometimes it's hard to remember and I don't know why. And one night I was in the kitchen, I was making dinner. We got news that just kind of threw me. And all of a sudden, my chest got so tight, my limbs went limp, literally. And I was like, oh my God, what's happening? And I started breathing really heavy. And I was like, oh my God, what's happening? What's happening? And I started to lose control of my body. So I was like, okay. And I was like I said, I was in the middle of cooking, so I had to turn off all the burners, and I just hit the floor. Clark was in the shower, and I wanted to call out to him, but I felt like I couldn't get words out of my mouth. And I was like, okay, I'm fine. I'm like, I'm gonna be good. Long story short, had a full-blown anxiety attack. It was really intense. And the first thing that Clark did after he found me and saw what was going on, he immediately went and grabbed the tincture and then the gummies, and I took a full dropper underneath my tongue and about 3 gummies, I think. And within about 10 to 15 minutes, I was so much more calm, my breathing regulated, and I honestly felt like a weight was just lifted off of my shoulders. So that's just one personal experience that happened to me recently where CBD oil helped me so much. So the second major reason was for my migraines. So I kind of started my channel talking about my migraine journey, and I need to do some updates on that. I suffer from hormonal migraines, and I get about 1 to 3 a month, and I've kind of narrowed it down to when exactly I'm gonna get them. Like, it's like clockwork now. So I've been working with a holistic doctor to regulate those and to make them go away. There's a lot of parts to that protocol that I'm on to help heal my migraines, and I am believing that they will be gone one day. Amen. Anyway, one of the things that I've been doing is CBD oil, because CBD oil can be used for pain. It helps reduce inflammation, which takes pain out of your body. And an example when this worked, which honestly, nothing has taken my migraine away unless I take a prescription pill. And I'm a holistic freak. Like, that's what I love, what I do. I've tried so many different things, and I know it's gonna take time, but from all the things that I've tried, literally nothing has taken the pain away unless I'm using a prescription pill, which I don't want to do. I was getting a migraine one day, I felt it coming on, I know exactly how they go, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to do some CBD oil and see if that helps fight the pain at all. And sure enough, my migraine never happened. Like, that's never happened before. Like, nothing has ever made a migraine not develop when I felt one coming on. Crazy. And then another benefit that I've noticed from CBD, which originally is not why I started taking it, but what is kind of developed for me, is for sleep. So the tinctures and the gummies themselves are not gonna make you tired. It does not make you feel drowsy or sleepy at all. So a lot of times I'll take the CBD first thing in the morning, honestly. I'll take it in the morning, sometimes midday, sometimes at night. It's not gonna make you sleepy or tired. And Soul came out with something that was CBD plus melatonin. So it's a natural sleep aid. So melatonin is naturally produced in your body. Using an extra amount of melatonin is just gonna help boost your levels, which helps you go to sleep naturally. And then CBD helps calm you down, gets your body back to a calm state. So when those two things mix together, it's like sleeping on a cloud. So if you're a really bad sleeper or have problems going to sleep at night, like I do sometimes, like I'll literally lay there and think about all the world's problems. I think about just the most random stuff in the world that stops me from falling asleep. Like, I have to have something that is distracting me sometimes, because if I lay there in my thoughts, like, I'll never go to sleep. It's a problem. It's seriously a problem. And again, I go through different seasons that are harder than others, depends on what's going on in life, all the things, but this sleep aid has saved me so many times. It helps get me back on a good sleep schedule and to get some restful, deep sleep, like a baby infant child. So yeah, I recommend it. So another benefit that I've noticed with CBD, which I originally didn't use it for, but came to find out, this works for this, cramps. So CBD oil helps with inflammation, helps with pain, and we all know cramps suck. So because CBD oil helps fight inflammation, helps fight pain, this is such a great thing to use while you're on your period. Lord knows that I need it. Okay, so how does this all work? What is the science behind it? So let me tell you. All humans and animals have an endocannabinoid system, it's hard to say, in our bodies, which has cannabinoid receptors. CBD oil is a cannabinoid. When you ingest CBD oil, the receptors in your body are drawn to the CBD because we naturally have this system in our body. They meet and brings us back to calmness, to level out and back to homeostasis. How insane is that? Like, we were built with that system in our bodies. So that means that there are things that we can consume that work with that system, just like our hormones and how we use different supplements and vitamins in our body. This is literally the same exact thing. That is biohacking at its finest. Basically, CBD oil was made for our bodies. Like, our bodies were made to receive it and work to our benefit. I'll make sure that I link Soul CBD's website below, because beyond this video, obviously you should do your own research, study it and see for yourself, get more knowledge, get more education. That way you can make a decision if you're on the fence about trying it out or not. So we did cover if it's legal or not. Yes, there is no THC, so it is legal. So can it get shipped to you? Yes, you can get it shipped to you if you are anywhere in the United States. They also have other products like bath bombs, which is super relaxing when you want to take a nice bubble bath. Obviously the tincture I talked about, the sleep aid, the gummies, and then there's also like relief creams, because you can ingest it and have it topically on your body to have the same effects. For instance, if you are really sore, because CBD oil helps relieve inflammation in your body, you can put a topical cream and literally it relieves the pain in your muscles. I hope that that brief overview that I just gave you helps answer some questions you may have had. If you are on the fence, maybe that gives you more clarity, but definitely do your own research. Again, I'll put that below. If you have decided that you want to give it a shot, since I've talked about Soul CBD so much, and like I said, I've been taking it since September of 2018, and I've been sharing it ever since, they decided to give me a code to share with you guys that is Alex10, and you can use that on the entire website on any of the products. I'm not a doctor, I'm just telling you my personal experience and my research of what I've done. So go research it more, try it out for yourself, and hopefully you can get some relief. So if you want to try Soul CBD, use Alex10 and that will give you 10% off. Let me know how you like it. If you end up getting it, please reach out to me. Either put a comment below or DM me on Instagram at PlantifulAlex. I would love to hear your own experience with it, because I'm so passionate about this. This is something that is natural, it's holistic, and it works. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope that this has helped you a little bit. Give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful for you. Make sure that you subscribe because it really supports my channel. I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy out there. Until next time.